Well, Hayden, you get your first real long experience at quarterback at Mississippi State a couple of weeks ago. What did it feel like to know that you were going in there and that it was your turn to run the show?
It felt good, shake the rust off a little bit. And I hadn't started a game since November 2022, so it felt good to shake the rust off against Mississippi State and build some momentum going into the next few weeks, or the past few weeks, sorry. But it was good, just got moving, got back into the groove of things, and just trying to catch a rhythm as an offense.
One thing in that game that I noticed, like teams looked to slow down in terms of the offense and the way things went, and your pocket presence, I think, looked to be a bit calming to the guys. What are you doing when you're getting out of the huddle and lining up?
I think it's just experience, trust. These guys know that I've played a lot of ball, and just put my trust in them, and they put their trust in me. I think that's what it comes down to. As an offense, we trust each other, and that goes with the other quarterbacks too. I come off the sideline after a series, Trayson, Jack, those guys, they're coming up to me right away. What'd you see? This is what we saw. So that trust is been developed throughout everybody on our offense.
It instant chemistry with Kenny Womack. I think 12 completions to him in the Mississippi State game, and then another like 13 or 14 last week at Ohio. What is it about him and his game that makes it so easy to get the ball to?
Yeah, he's a great player. He does what he's supposed to. Coaches do a nice job putting him in the right position, and the other guys too. The other guys on the field with him, they all do a nice job of getting to their depth, picking for him, doing things that go unnoticed. But Kenny does a nice job catching, running, physical. But like I said, it wouldn't be able to happen without those other guys on the field.
You've had a couple of long runs these last couple of games. Does that surprise you at all?
No, it doesn't surprise me. Just doing what I can to help the team. It's been something throughout my career that people have talked about, and it's something that nobody works harder at than me. And so to be able to see that come to fruition in a game is good. But it's something I know I can do. Just keep building confidence in doing that.
Coach Kosh has mentioned to the TV announcers before that he kind of felt like the summer was your spring, and then the fall was your summer, and then now you just kind of the first couple games of the season you kind of was your camp, and you get a really good grasp of the offense now, and is showing up there on the field.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard coming in as a quarterback, having to learn an offense, having to learn a system, new coach, new players, new teammates. It's hard to earn trust of those guys right away. It was 2 months from when I got here till fall camp, and then another 3 weeks before the season. So it's hard to build that chemistry to be a starting quarterback in a short amount of time. But I feel like that rhythm is starting to catch now that I'm a little bit more comfortable, and the guys around me are helping me adjust to that.
All right, thanks, Hayden.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Corey, there's been some movement on the line when Marshawn wasn't able to play. Now he's back, and it seems to just create opportunities for everybody.
Oh, yeah, for sure. We got a lot of depth. We got players who can play inside, outside. Guys like Tyson that can come in, play D-tackle too. Josh comes in a lot, can play money. Marshawn's the main guy who can drop back in coverage as well. So we got a lot of different type of D linemen that can play all over. So it's very good for us.
When he lines up at linebacker and just kind of floats around, do you get excited because it's just going to create havoc on the offensive line for you guys?
Oh, definitely. It's definitely – I don't want to be the other team blocking Marshawn when he's out there. So, yeah, it creates a lot of focus on him, which is nice for guys like the younger guys, and be able to make – he creates a lot of plays, not just for himself, but the other D linemen like me. So.
You, being a very large human being, have developed a penchant for batting down passes at the line. I saw that at Ohio last week. And another guy, too, Isaiah Green. Is it just the hands up when you know it's going to go, or what are you looking when you line up there and you're thinking pass?
Well, since day one I got here, one of Coach Eswell, Coach Denham's biggest thing was match hands every play, especially when you might not be able to get to the quarterback, but if you still can affect the play, match hands with the QB. We've been taught that day one since we've been here, so I've been able to apply it to the game day. So it's been good for me, especially a guy my size, and been able to change the game a little bit. So yeah, it's very important for us too.
Eastern's quarterback, probably the most mobile guy that you guys have played against this year. What do you do knowing that you're going to have to try to contain sometimes there?
Yeah, we got a lot of respect for Eastern, especially their quarterback position. We've focused a lot on condensing the pocket because we've had some issues in the past with quarterbacks escaping the pocket, either making throws or running with the ball. I think this week is more of a focus on him running and keeping it more than him running and throwing it. So, yeah, we just need to focus on keeping him in the pocket and making him throw the ball. But he's a really good player, so, we got a lot of respect for him. So we got to make sure we condense the pocket.
And then last but not least, your brother, a proud WMU men's soccer alum, and that team is just rolling right now.
Yeah.
Have you talked to him about how well the guys are doing?
Oh, yeah. I mean, when I go to his house, we're always watching WMU soccer. It's their program's doing really well. I'm close with some of their guys over there. Their new goalie. I was living with him for a little bit in the summer. So I got a lot of respect. I grew up in a soccer family, so I got a lot of respect for those guys over there. Hopefully we can get on that level here soon. Like I see, and they just beat the number 10 team in the country. So that's awesome. So got a lot of respect for them for sure.
All right, thanks, Corey.
Thank you.